Hi, y'all. It's James, man. It's going to be a podcast, I promise you. So, James with no radio. But, man, today what I want to talk about is something that was on my mind, man. And it really came through for me in a great way the last 2 days. But I actually learned this 2 or 3 years ago. And I never thought about it like this, but I'd always kept that lesson as something that was beneficial to me. During that time, because I always thought things worked this way. But I'm gonna start with a story. So this is where it come from. So about 3 years ago, I was going to drop off a church van to one of my friends, Donnie. If you listen to it, that's when I learned this. I was going to drop off a church van to Donnie in Dallas. I had to drive from Wichita to Dallas, right, in a church van. So I had my homeboy come help me. My homeboy Brian Tank at work. He gonna help me drive on the way, right? And Shakina kept telling me, like, James, you can't stay up 6 hours driving. And normally I can't. Like, I have a hard time. Like, to Oklahoma 2 hours, the first 45 minutes, I'll be about to die asleep. Like my body is so tired because it's such a mundane task, and I just can't hold on. I'll be so tired in 45 minutes. I gotta take a nap on the side of the highway. Like, that's my normal routine, right? So I'm dreading the drive, right? We got to drive from Wichita to Dallas, and it's like 6 hour drive. And Brian like, oh, I'm gonna make the whole drive. I'm like, yeah, me too. I was super scared. I'm super scared the whole time. I'm like, I know I ain't gonna make it in this big old slow van where I can't really drive over 65. Like, over 65, this is a VBS van, like the Vacation Bible. Not even like the big church VBS van, not like that cargo joint. This the one with like the sliding door and the air conditioning in the back of the top, and they got like 8 rows of chairs, and you gotta walk up there and sit, and I'm sitting low. It ain't going about 65, and it's rattling at 70, right? So I'm like, man. He like, we drive a whole 6 hours straight there. I'm like, you think? Yeah, he said, yeah, we ain't gotta stop. I'm like, yeah, we ain't gotta stop. In my mind, I was like, I gotta stop. Like, I'm gonna have to stop a few times. I just know it, right? So I'm in there like, man, what I'm gonna do? We leaving at 2 o'clock in the morning. I never told Brian this story. I'm worried about driving and passing out in this van and killing me and everybody else on the road, like the whole night. So I can't even get no sleep, bro. So look, I'm trying to go to bed at 8 o'clock, so I can wake up at 2. We leave at 3. I laid up till about 11:30, just in the bed. Could not go to sleep because I'm worried about it. This the last time I'm gonna see my baby. This is the last time I'm gonna see my wife. But let me know. So cool. It happens, right? We get there. It's 2:31. We come up at Quick Trip. Brian comes up there. I'm pumping the gas in the van. He says, man, you get you some sunflower seeds, bro. I was like, some sunflower seeds? I don't like sunflower seeds, cuz. He was like, I know, me neither, really, but it helps you stay up, right? So I'm like, really? My man buys the biggest bag he can find and buys the big old Quick Trip cup, whatever. And, he got sunflower seeds. So me, I'm like, I got my little pills, which I can sleep through them. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to get the sunflower seeds too, right? So I get me a cup. You need 2 Quick Trip cups. Get this big old bag of sunflower seeds, and we off, right? I get the sunflower seeds. I'm starting to eat them. You know what I'm saying? Eating them, going through, spitting them out. Man, next thing I know, 4 to 5 hours then pass, and we almost there. The only stop we made was at Arbuckle to get some of them pies. My first time getting them. I didn't like them. I won't do that again. But that was the only time we stopped. Other than for gas, kept going man all the way through, right? I'm like, man, I never knew sunflower seeds would keep you up like that, And then I never even thought about why. But then this happened to me. So that story happened, right? And so ever since then, I've always had sunflower seeds in my car if I make long drives, right? Like, I'm always give me some sunflower seeds on the road. And I don't even like sunflower seeds, but it's a long drive, I'm going to do that, right? Cool. So I think about it, man. And I got these sunflower seeds in my car, and I'm having to talk with another person 2 days ago, right? And they telling me about how life is one of the things where they feel like they haven't lacking motivation, and they always seem to be tired, like work wears them out, and they don't know how to get past that hump. Like, why is it happening, right? So I started to think about it. I started to put a few things together. The first thing is this: I haven't had a stomach ache since I became an entrepreneur. Like since I do my own thing, I haven't had a stomach ache. Like I mean, I have days where my motivation is low, but I'm never really tired at work. Like I don't get tired of people. Only if I'm, I don't get tired of it. Like I'm not sitting there like, oh, I'm not beat down like that. But I feel like it's only because I'm pushing towards something new. I'm always feel like I'm always here. I'm always have to pushing towards something new at work. So I always got a new challenge. It's always a challenge in front of me, to keep me rolling. So I thought about that. Then I thought about the sunflower seeds. And then I thought about how I'm never tired when I play my PlayStation. Like I'm never get tired. Like when I'm on there and we about to get into a fight, I'm never tired, because I'm pushing towards something, because I want to get something done, right? But then I think about the people that's tired at work, and then I started to think about the sunflower seeds. And this is what I came up with. The reason why the sunflower seeds keep you up is because it keeps your brain clicking. Like once you eat a sunflower seed, every sunflower seed is different, right? And when you put it in your mouth, your brain has to measure the pressure of how you gonna crack it. Your mouth goes over the size real quickly. Then you gotta measure the pressure you're gonna put on there to crack it open. Then your tongue gotta whoop in there and get the salt part, and then you gotta grab the seed. Then you gotta separate the seed from the shell. Then you gotta spit it out. All that happens every seed. So your brain is clicking every time because the pressure is different every time, Like you gotta measure right when it happens. So when your brain is thinking and moving quickly, you can't get tired. Because if you dead tired and you eat 3 or 4 sunflower seeds, you awake, like fully, because your brain is clicking. Like it gotta do so many things to get that process done. And the same thing here. I don't get tired at work because, I got a lot of stuff to process. This is clicking. I got this issue to deal with. I got that issue to deal with. And my day goes by a little bit fast, but it goes by fast, but at the same time, I'm not sitting here exhausted. I have time to go on to the next thing because my brain is still clicking. I'm still juiced up. So people will say, oh, you entrepreneur, you work all day. I don't work all day. But how you working half the day and you're tired when you get home? That means when you was at work, your brain wasn't clicking. You was just working. And your brain is in a stage where it don't need to do a lot of processing. In my mind, that's no way to live. When your brain is clicking, you can do more things even at your job. Not to say that you have to be an entrepreneur, but you could do more things at your job if your brain was clicking. Thinking about what's going on, how to make it better, how to make your situation better, you would wake up. You wouldn't be so exhausted. Because I hear people say it all the time, like, you work 10 hours a day, you don't even feel it hard. I go from one thought to the next thought, and then the day is over, and I usually get a lot of stuff accomplished, and I don't mind working 10, 12 hours a day. It's easy, actually. But remember them sunflower seeds, man. Remember that process of if your brain is clicking, measuring, getting a lot of inputs to put a lot of outputs out, that's when you're awake. And anytime that you feel sleepy all day, that means your brain not thinking about nothing. You can go find you something to think about. Now even think about, find you some problems in your life. Think about those problems and think about actions you can do to correct things. And you'd wake up. You wouldn't be so tired after sitting in a chair for so many hours. I don't even like sitting in my chair for so many hours. I gotta walk around because I'm on that Fitbit. If you want to get in these challenges, come at your boy. We go hard. Link me on Facebook. But yeah, man, so today we talking about sunflower seeds and brains and how activity keeps you awake. That's the whole podcast today. I don't know how I got to this point, but I'm here. So I feel like I need to give some kind of summary of this. So the summary is this. In life, if you're in a place where you feel like you get bored during your days, you're not pushing yourself. You're not growing. And your brain is in a sleep mode. And you're wasting a lot of time. When your brain is in sleep mode, your body starts to shut down. Right? So that's why you're tired. And if you want to do anything in this life, you're going to need to grow. Continuously grow. because growth is what brings success, and that brings you to closer to things that you want in life. So wake up, man. Like, put yourself in some positions to grow, that your brain needs to process new things. If you're not doing nothing new, you'll go to sleep. Don't go to sleep while you're living. Just not that cool. Hey, use my comment if y'all need some home care. Got my work shirt on. Yellow's my color. Have a good day.